Hey there, Vicky from Bright Mind, and today we're going to be talking about the benefits of traveling and traveling, especially internationally. Check this out. I'm here in the Calgary airport. I see just about to go to Germany. One of the benefits is actually expand your mind and your horizon. And the reason that's why it benefit is because when you expand your mind and your horizon, you start to think differently. You start to be more open. You start to be more open to different things and people in the world, especially when it comes to different viewpoints, different things, and how people do things. And especially when it comes to having to see how people do things in the world, because your way might not be the only way. And when you do that, you're able to figure things out more easily. You're able to figure out, like, be more open to what people are going through. Another thing is that it makes you think bigger, because when you think bigger and you're able to see a bigger picture, it makes things so much easier and you're just more open to different things. When I say bigger, is you're not just focusing on where you're from, just like your small little, if you're from a small town or a big city, it could be done one way. But I notice things with traveling is like when you see how people do things, you realize that my world is not as big as I thought. My world is not the only way. It's so important to realize that and to know that. Another thing it does is it brings a lot of gratitude. Gratitude because you're grateful for what you have. For example, when you travel to different places where people don't have that many things, whether it be like money, cars, food. Like when I go to Manila, for example, when I go to Manila, I see a lot of kids who don't have enough food, who don't have like certain clothes, who are begging for money, and you're just so grateful for where you're at. Another benefit is being able to be in a new environment and absorbing that energy in that city. Because when you're in that environment, you're downloading new thoughts, new feelings, new viewpoints, being energetically around those different people and different cultures, eating the food, drinking their water, you are masking and you're basking in all that energy and all that different viewpoint and all of that. And it makes you feel like, gives you new viewpoints, and it just makes you more whole in a sense. Other thing is it gets you out of your comfort zone. You're learning more. You're learning different things that you've never learned. You learn more even about yourself and like what you're capable of. And being in a place where you're uncomfortable and you don't know the directions and you don't know the language and you don't even sometimes know anybody, it can be uncomfortable. My very first solo trip was a few years ago in Peru. I didn't know the language. I didn't know anyone. It was the very first time by myself. So I was very uncomfortable. And during that time I learned so much about myself, and I was able to like grow as a person. Because growing as a person, I was able to like develop what I wanted to do, and I was able to meet like friends. I actually met one of my friends there who's from Germany, so it's so cool. We're still friends, and just from being on my own, we both talked to each other, we both figured things out, and just because we were on this tour on our own, we were able to figure it out. Another thing you do is you're learning. You're learning so much about the country, even if you don't realize it. You're learning more about what's going on in the world, and you're learning more about how people are, and it's just like the world is actually a friendly place. Let's go ask my wife what she likes best about traveling international. What do you like traveling? Why do you like traveling international?
You can experience different cultures and I don't know, something new.
Yeah. What are the three top things that you love about it?
Food, different lifestyles, and if you're gonna travel, might as well travel and see the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice I asked my wife what she likes when it comes to traveling. I kind of just caught her off guard. About to take off for my flight to Germany. Another thing is you get out of your routine. For example, you're in a different place, different room, different food. So it's not your norm. And that's what we went through last night. My wife always hides from me. Stop hiding! She always hides when I'm staring at this tower.
Look, new jacket.
And she got a new jacket finally. She's warm. So that's another tip besides like mindset with traveling is to make sure you travel with the right clothing. But you can always buy it. We bought it from the store in Europe called Primark. I know it's like called cheap fashion, but it's like for us it's like good fashion because it's like good quality.
Okay, where are we going?
Oh yeah, let's go. The next is it broadens your horizon. Today I'm in Prague, and this is Charles Bridge right here, and it broadens your horizon because you start to like see different viewpoints. Again, it has to do with the viewpoints and just like how like history is, and that's the reason why it broadens it, because you're starting to see different viewpoints of like historically. I had no idea that the history of Prague was Bohemian. Figured that out in the castle up there, and yeah. Aloha in Prague.
Can you say hi in Czech?
How do I say hi? I'm gonna say hi in Czech. Ahoy in Czech Republic in Prague. Ahoy! Say ahoy, Buns.
Hello.
Ahoy.
Hi.
Another benefit is reduces stress and anxiety. When you travel, you're reducing stress and anxiety because you're living in the moment, you're being in the moment, you're learning new things, you're figuring out new ways, or you're not just learning new things, but you're learning new things about the country and about yourself, and it gets you just in the present moment, which reduces stress and anxiety, and it makes you more grateful for what you have and where you are at the moment. Prague, orange roofs. Going through the park with my model over here, my video model. We found a nice park here in Prague. And if you watch my video up here on benefits of being outside and being in nature, it's really good. Even if you're like in a busy city, you take some time to be around like plants and green grass. It's really good for you. Really calming. Really calming for you.
Yeah, it's really nice here.
And it goes in hand with another reason why there's travel benefits to international travel, and that is it keeps you calm and more relaxed because you do things like this in the middle of the day, randomly walk in a park. It also keeps you calm and relaxed because you're not focused on like certain stresses that you've had where you are in life. Certain stresses with work, with work, with people, and look, listening to a waterfall. It gives you a more positive mindset. Oh, birdies! Wifey's waiting while I do a video. And it gives you a more positive mindset because you're not, again, thinking and you're stuck in your routine over and over. You're more grateful for life and everything. All these tips or all these benefits go hand in hand. They all work with one another. Oh, cool, a tree! Never seen a tree like that before. Another tree here. Breathe in the fresh air. Here's the dancing house in Prague. So cool. Learning new things. And there's the castle. More of Prague. The buildings are amazing here. Look at the buildings. So crazy. That's the thing with traveling. It totally opens your mind and horizons because you don't know what you'll see. You'll end up seeing places like this, like a dancing house that you like. That's supposed to be the female and that's the male, and that's her arms sticking out. Pretty amazing. I'm in the Prague Central Station here, and I just realized the next benefit is you appreciate home more. Last night my wife was starting to feel not homesick but more appreciative of things that we have in Canada and even America and places like Asia. Just how they're more hospitable. I'm not saying that they're not hospitable here, I just say like even the customer service is like amazing in where we're from, Canada, and especially America. And even though we're not from America, we do appreciate that. But it's just being, my wife is waiting for me, just being more appreciative at home. That's why it's so good to travel internationally. You're more appreciative of home. You're more appreciative of where you're from. You're just more appreciative of life because of what you have. I don't think that's our train. That's not our train, hey? I was talking about the topic of being Another thing with travel is it helps you understand yourself more, just because you realize what you're capable of and you're able to do things that you weren't able to do. Just on the train from Czech Republic to Vienna, so this is still the Czech Republic countryside, just in the restaurant. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do when you travel and learning about yourself. Traveling also helps with mental health, and the reason why it helps with mental health is because it's growing your mind. It's exciting your neural pathways in your brain because it's different views, it's different smells, it's different energy and people that you're around, and different even magnetic pull from the land you're standing on. So that's a pretty cool thing about it as well. It grows you mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. I'm in the Austrian National Library and it's beautiful. That's my dream. It's so nice. I love libraries. so beautiful. Like I've never seen such a thing. I was like, does this exist? So crazy. I just saw the Austrian National Library and it was like amazing. I was like in awe.
Aww.
That's another benefit of traveling is you get to see things like the library that I just saw. If you're into library, but new things that are just expand your mind, that there's so many things in the world that you don't know, and that you're like this small little, you're just a portion, you're just a small portion of the world, but you're still a whole being. And it's amazing. It completely changes your life completely. I thought I'd record this video because I just got out of the library, so my eyes are like, wow. Hot tea and beer. Hot wine. Another one is being able to spark your curiosity by eating the food. We're at this pub in Rumor Square in Frankfurt, and it's pretty cool. Sparking our curiosity. Apparently this building was the only one that was still intact after World War II, because the whole city was bombed. We're in Wurzburg, Germany. Nice garden. Walking outside. Check out my video on advantages of walking outside. A lot of these wealthy palaces and castles had, well, one, libraries, and two, like nice gardens, because they knew the benefit of one, books, and two, like being outside and in nature, making their own garden. Look at this cool castle. It's not a castle, it's a fortress for like army and things like that. But on the hill, as you can see in this video here, it looks like a castle. So this is just one of their towers. Pretty cool stuff. Sparking my curiosity while traveling international. That's a plus.